Hey guys, I had a few requests asking how we sprout the grains for our chickens. So this is going to be just a little how-to video on how we sprout the grains for chickens. First, you are going to need berries, and these aren't the kind of berries that you eat. These are what the seeds for different types of, I guess, wheatgrass are called. So I have hard red wheat berries in here with some soft white wheat berries, also some rye and whole oats. So this is just a mixture. I just get what I can and it gets filled up in this giant trash can. And this is what they look like. So unsprouted, you could feed this to the chickens, and that's what I'd been doing before. But when you sprout the grains, it becomes about 40 to 50% more digestible to the chickens, and the nutrients multiply by about 6-fold. So it's a lot more nutrient dense. It has a lot of chlorophyll and beta carotene that allows the egg yolks to be a really rich dark color. And you want to make sure that they are untreated and they are whole, W-H-O-L-E, not hulled, H-U-L-L-E-D. The H-U-L-L-E-D seeds have had basically like the center cut out, and so they won't sprout. So you want whole seeds, W-H-O-L-E. And again, you want to make sure they're untreated, they're fresh. You can get them at your local feed store. I order these online and do kind of a pickup, and these are all organic, so these chickens are so loved. But anyway, you want these seeds to be fresh, untreated, and whole. And what I usually do is I have a mason jar larger than this. I'm just using this so I can show you guys because I already have something soaking for tonight. But basically I use the scoop and fill it about 3/4 of the way. It's about halfway. And you don't want to fill it too much, because even if you fill it even about that high, once the seeds soak, they expand a lot. So just about here, the seeds will expand to pretty much fill up the whole mason jar. So this is about a good amount. Doesn't matter what kind of mason jar you use, as long as it's filled about 3/4 of the way. So once you have your berries in the jar, you're going to want to fill the jar up with water, and the type of water is going to depend on how long you intend to soak the seeds. If you're going to soak them for between 8 to 12 hours, say overnight, what you're going to want to do is fill it with very warm water, not hot water because you don't want to cook the seeds, but water, I would say like close to like bath water. It's warmer than lukewarm, but not super hot. And that's going to allow the seeds to soak up all that water that they need within 8 to 12 hours. If you're doing anything from 12 to 24 hours, then you can just use cold water and it's not going to make a big difference. But if you want them to germinate very quickly so that you can have the tray ready in the morning, then definitely use very warm water. I'm just going to do cold water because I already have some seeds soaking, but I'll go ahead and just show you guys. Pretty much fill this all the way up. So this is completely full, and I just leave it right here above my sink to soak overnight. So this is a mason jar that I've already had soaking for about 12 hours now. It's ready to go in the tray, and what I have here is just a strainer, and I pour it into the strainer, dump all the seeds out. jar is ready for the next set of seeds. I'll rinse this out. It says to drain it real good, but I drain it pretty good. You just don't want a lot of standing water because you don't want mold to grow on the seeds or on the roots when they start coming out. So just drain it pretty well. Notice it's just dripping water at this point. Let it drain some more. So once most of all that water is out, I pour it right into the tray. And then this just gets spread out. And really you just want about a 1/2 inch filling the tray. Here you go. So this is about a 1/2 inch. Spread it out pretty evenly. And this goes right over here. I just got this on top of our dog crate. And it doesn't have to be by a window. It just needs to be indoors at room temperature. It doesn't really need a whole ton of light. But yeah, this is basically my process every night / every day. Is I soak the seeds. Once the seeds are soaked, they go in this tray, and then these other trays get watered twice a day. So this just got in here, and it's time for me to water these. So this is day 2 already, and I'm going to take these back to the sink, and you can see that they already have some root structure popping out here. And these haven't really rooted out yet, so they are really loose in here, which means I'm gonna need my strainer again. So, nifty strainer is here. Seeds. This is really difficult to do with one hand, guys, so bear with me. I've got the seeds, just spray them down real quick with water. And then so you see all this excess water. I just have the strainer there to catch everything. And it's okay if you lose a few seeds. It's not a big deal. You can put them back in the tray or wash them down the sink. So this is what I do for the seeds that haven't rooted out yet, is I use the strainer because I don't want to lose all my seeds. So this goes back out. Okay. This is day 2, or sorry, this is day 3. You can see there's more roots, but they haven't rooted out, so they are still loose in there. I'm going to do the same thing I did with these ones from day 1, is rinse them with the strainer underneath. Now once you get to day 4 here, wait a second, am I skipping a day? No, this is day 4, that's right. So once they get to about here, they have some green grown out and the roots have started to take hold. So this one's a little bit easier in that when I come to the sink, I'm gonna spray it down super quick. It doesn't need to be like super soaked. But if I had my other hand, what I could do is put it up against the seeds and it would just stay in one mat. So I'm just gonna tilt this over here and you can kind of see it's not falling over into the strainer, it's just kind of staying in one big piece. Now if I were to tilt this anymore, yeah, it would definitely fall apart and you're going to have seeds and grass everywhere, which you don't want. So you just be very careful when it's in these early stages that you don't, you know, mess with the root structure too much. Now once that is fully drained, bam, back in its spot. And then, you know, I'm a lot quicker obviously when I'm not filming, but once you get to about day 7 and 8, these are super easy. Just go to the sink. Same process. Just gonna turn this on. Spray it down real quick. And with this, I'm admittedly a little bit more rough. I don't even need the strainer for this, but I do because I only have one hand right now. But I would just typically hold this. My left hand is supporting the bottom side. My right hand is against the top side to keep all of the grass in there, and then it just gets tilted completely vertically to drain, and then bam. Back on the dog crate it goes. If you have a dog crate, it's a good use of space for it. If you don't, you can just find somewhere, you know, that is easy to access and can hold all of this wheat. But, you know, I do this just so that my chickens have some nutrient dense greens every day, and because obviously I love them too much. But yeah, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and once they are about 4 to 5 inches, about finger length, see, then they are pretty much ready to go out. So this is ready to go out, and you want to water these twice a day, morning and night. I've been really bad about that. So what has happened when you don't water them twice a day is something like this. So this side has a lot more green, it's more dense, and then you get over here and it's super sparse, and these are just beginning to pop up. So I don't know why that happens, but this side clearly started growing a lot faster than this side. And you can see it in these other ones too. I don't know if you can see the angle, but this side over here is slower than this side, so this side's taller. Same with this. This side is taller, this side is shorter. This side is taller, this side is shorter. So make sure you water them twice a day or that's gonna happen, which I guess it's not a big deal, but I'm super OCD about it and it's driving me insane that I've got a tray that is all lopsided. But if you do water them twice a day, then they grow all at the same time and super uniform. So there's that. Anyway, if you guys have any questions at all, just leave a comment below. These trays I got at Walmart pretty much. They are 2 for 98 cents, so I just spent probably $4 on them. And you can probably use anything. This isn't super efficient the way I'm doing it. I'm already kind of sick of having to bring the trays over to the sink twice a day. So what I'm thinking of doing is poking holes in these so that they drain easier, and also maybe I can put like a secondary tray underneath to catch all the water. But that's got to be in the works because I obviously don't really have time for that right now, but once I do, I'll do another video. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day/night.